Hello guys, my name is Maxi. I'm the spiritual trader, and today I want to record a video using this format because I want to talk to you about why I am called, or why I'm calling myself the spiritual trader, and what trading and spirituality has in common. So I haven't really introduced me. I'm Maxi. I'm 24 years old and I'm a trader who has been trading for 3 years. I'm trading using ICT concepts, mostly time cycles, fair value gaps, and things like that. You will see everything I'm using in my live streams. And if you want to know more about my strategy and my way of how I'm analyzing the markets, I will post a video about my strategy relatively soon. And if you're watching this right now, you can leave a comment, of course, whatever you're interested in, what you want to see from my perspective. And if you've watched some of the streams, you can always ask questions there. I will be happy to answer them if I have the time, of course. If there's a setup coming, you won't see your question answered right away, but that's fine. So today I want to talk about why I'm calling myself the spiritual trader and what trading and spirituality have in common. To get into that at the start, I want to share my own journey because I've been trading since I think the start of 2022, so since a little more than 3 years right now, or for a little more than 3 years. And I've been always very focused on improving. This has always been my goal. It's my goal to become the best trader and the best man, the best person in general I can become, the best form of myself. And because of that, I've gotten more into mindset, especially when I was trading and when I found out about how it would be to take a loss, etc. Mindset is a huge key in trading, and but mindset is not the only thing. Mindset is not the only thing you can use. You can become spiritual. At least in my opinion, it worked perfectly. I started with trading and I grew into this journey just by doing more personal development, and I was interested in learning more about that. And I've always I've never really been religious, but I've always been interested in spirituality, interested in a kind of higher power. It doesn't matter how you want to call it. You can call it universe, you can call it the energy, you can call it God, whatever. I personally usually use God, but it doesn't matter how you call it. It just matters that there is some kind of higher source. And what I've realized is that when I'm trading, the markets are usually very reflective of myself. And this is not just the markets. This is all of our reality. But if I'm stressed inside, the markets will usually reflect that somehow, and my trading will totally be reliant on what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. So because of that, I thought about how could I change that? How could I become more peaceful, more calm, more disciplined, etc. And spirituality was a thing that really helped me because what I've done is that I'm taking everything that happens and I'm taking the responsibility for myself. I'm focusing on my feelings, which is something I never did in the past. When I started trading, I basically blocked all my feelings away. But that's not the way to approach it. That's not a healthy way to approach it. It's great to have feelings. The only thing that's important is that we're able to work with them and to not let ourselves become controlled by our feelings. And that's something I learned over time. It took me 2 to 3 years to come to that conclusion. But from right now, I'm able to feel my feelings. I'm able to understand what I'm doing, and I'm still able to execute how I want to based on my plan when trading. But what I'm doing more and more is that I'm focusing on my intuition as well. So when I'm trading and when I see a nice setup, but my intuition, which comes from being in line with our creator, with our source, um, my intuition is sometimes telling me it might be a bad condition. For example, today might be a bad day, bad trading day. And usually, when I'm feeling that, it's true. So you can also use your feelings in order to adjust your strategy a little. Doesn't mean you should trade just based on your feelings. Please don't get me wrong. You should always have some kind of plan and some kind of reasoning. But if the trade you want to take doesn't feel good, there usually is a reason. It could be that you're not ready to lose money, for example, or that you are upset about something. Could always be the case, or because it's just not a good trade. And that's what I want to be focusing on. You will see me in my live streams. I'm using something that's called the mirror exercise. So when something is upsetting me in the outside reality, so when trading, usually it's the market. The market can be very choppy, it can be very unpredictable, etc. And if this is somehow affecting me and affecting my feelings, because it's making me sad or angry or whatever, um, I'm usually doing the mirror exercise to resolve that and to feel more peaceful. And this really helped me with my calmness, with my discipline in my trading. So I'm I'm very interested in going deeper into that topic over time. You will see me more and more. I'm not a regular trader like everyone else. I'm doing it in a different way, and I hope that you can take something away from this and maybe become spiritual yourself. So the reason why I got into trading was money. This was the first thing. But then when I found that I was able to improve myself more and more and more, I felt in love with, or I started to love the process. And right now, I'm still not super profitable, but I absolutely love the process. And because of that, I'm not quitting at all, never. And yeah, that's something I want to share with the world. That's why I'm creating this YouTube channel, and I hope you find it insightful. And yeah, if you want to know something about me, if you want to know something about my strategy, whatever, put it into the comments below, and I'll see you in the next stream or in the next video. Have a nice rest of your day and week, and stay safe.